Good morning, Mom, and happy Mother's Day. Um, I wanted to tell you about some of the memories I have of some of the best moments of my life with you. Um, One of the things I remember, it's hard to talk when I'm looking at myself. One of the things that I remember is, whenever I was really upset at night when I was sleeping, um, you always happened to be in the kitchen. And, I would come in, you would talk to me. I remember one time I was fixated on getting a sleeping disease where I never woke up. And I just remember you being so kind and warm and sort of loving, but funny in a way. And I don't know, you just made it okay. And I remember I stopped worrying about that. And I remember how good you always smelled and how beautiful you always looked. Um, yeah, you always smelled so good and looked so good. Um, I remember you teaching me how to multiply and how, really dedicated you were to that. And for some reason it was hard, wasn't it? But, you did everything and then you finally got me these songs and I did it. And I remember I was always bad at multiplication. I remember we would have a game in my classroom, and you would go up in the front, and you'd compete with someone else, and it was some silly game, but how fast you could do a multiplication table. And the night before, you had really taught me the eights and really drilled it in. And so I went up, and the teacher knew that I was going to lose, and she said, "May the best man win." That fuck. And I went and I did it in a millisecond and won. And I remember, her face was so shocked. But thank you for that. As I got older, I remember you doing all this fun stuff with me. And I remember pretty recently getting on the back of my motorcycle in Provincetown. And of course, all the events that I did, you at one point or another came to all of them, and it was so cool to have my mother who was so cool. And back in those days it was really not okay to be a lesbian, and most mothers would never go to like a lesbian event with their daughters. And you didn't just make me feel good, you made every lesbian that was there feel good and feel accepted and warm. And again, it wasn't like that back then. And I think that you sacrificed a lot. Well, I know you sacrificed a lot in terms of your friendships with other women because, people were still really fucked up about being gay, and whenever anyone had an issue, you just dumped them. And you also had to keep it secret, and that's hard too. Um, so I'm glad now it's something cool and you can be proud of it. But, that was real love for you to accept me, and not just accept me, but celebrate it with me. Um, I'm going to stop right now because my computer is dying. That was just blank space because it died. I don't even know if you're going to be able to get this through email, so I may have to do a really short one. Anyway, I love you so much. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. You'll probably go out with Robin, wish her a happy Mother's Day for me. And Liebchen loves you, and Daxie loves you. Oh, I'm a mother too, that's right. All right. Okay, I love you. Have a great day.